Hi everyone, welcome to Controversial Koi. Let's start with a quick disclaimer, and if you're easily offended, it might be a good time to find another channel. If you're a koi keeper who has your fish in what's basically a giant fish tank at the bottom of the garden, however big or nicely clad in artificially weathered slate it is, with just a big air stone in the middle, this is not the channel for you. Or if you're the proud owner of one of those horrendous easy ponds. Koi keeping and easy are not two words that belong in the same sentence. It should be a lifelong labour of love, a wonderful learning curve of human nature, and not a hobby that somehow you just buy off the shelf, along with your off-the-shelf filter systems, your off-the-shelf and utterly counterproductive UV lighting, and the off-the-shelf disease treatments that you'll be needing and you seem to be needing again and again and again. Let's get this right. Koi are a miracle of evolution, the result of millions of years of survival and adaptation. The Einstein of the fish world, if you like, not something you just stick in a glass cube and ogle at while it swims aimlessly up and down with only the prospect of more food to entertain it. You won't have to watch the video of goldfish selecting different symbols to obtain food or choosing the appropriate entrance to an artificial cave. Please, if you're keeping this type of pond, I use that term very loosely, at least put some floating plants or a root or two on the bottom, or pebbles. Watching koi turn pebbles over, or looking for shrimp or bloodworm is a real treat. Of course, wonderful natural behaviour like that isn't going to happen in a bare tank, and you can't have stones on the bottom if you fell for the bottom drains are an absolute necessity line that the dealers like to trot out. The world of natural carp behaviour that people who keep this sort of tank, or koi sellers I prefer to look at them, never get to see is not only fascinating, but I believe it's essential to the koi's well-being. And along with 100% biologically clean and stable water, will keep your fish at the peak of health, when, believe it or not folks, they are completely capable of fighting off flukes, trichodina, costia and other parasites themselves. To me, really, it's no coincidence that the koi that are kept in featureless, easy type ponds or similar types of environment are often ill. In fact, I'll make one flat statement about that. A koi kept in absolutely 100% biologically clean water and critically, absolutely stable on all parameters will easily cope with parasites. If you find you're treated for flukes, trichodina, costia, ick or whatever again and again and again, or if your fish have sores or blotches or low-level bacterial issues, like most keepers on the internet, your water and therefore your filtration and water management are not up to it. And by the way, you will never achieve 100% biologically clean water with floating plastic media. Your F1s, your F2s or whatever they're up to now, I think F+. Those Nexus filters or similar things such as those ridiculous Tempests, they're just not up to the job. More to the point, why would you want something so hideous like that in your garden with a carbon footprint the size of Cardiff? It's so ugly that you have to build a shed around it, filled with so many pipes and pumps, electrical wiring, dials, levers. I mean, it ends up looking like the sewage treatment works for a small town. That sort of filtration is totally unnecessary, and in many ways, which I'll talk about later when I do a filtration video, is counterproductive. As are the absolutely ridiculous self-cleaning drums with the jets of water, as are bead filters, pressure filters, the list goes on and on. My particular pet hate, UV lighting. If 40 years of keeping koi have taught me one thing, is that properly, naturally filtered water will not turn green, even in strong summer sunshine. My pond gets sun from sunrise to late afternoon and is crystal clear. I don't run any UV lights, or a drum, or a Nexus, or a Tempest, or Hurricane, or Tornado. All those things are absolutely unnecessary. Don't be pressured. Don't be pressure sold them. Don't be pressured into buying them. Become a pond keeper, not a product collector. Become someone who understands and loves his fish, who cares for their natural behaviour and experiences the joys of just watching how complex and amazing these fish are. When you put down your wallet and begin to really experience the wonder of your pond and fish and what you really are capable of doing in thought, design and creation, the true joy of koi keeping will come to you. Hope to see you in the next video when I'll probably be struck off yet more koi dealers' Christmas card list. The title of the next one is going to be my top 10 hates and total rip-offs, starting with filtration. So hang on to your hats folks, see you in the next one.